After a bout of dysentery struck all of our heroes, with the exception of Rekestric the elf, they find themselves fully recovered and ready to make a second expedition into the vast dungeons below the Old City of Jordoba.
All right, you guys are recording too, by the way.
Okay, well, we're not doing anything yet, not until I find the box that has the doors in it.
This just makes Matt work, so
we can do
You guys
whatever
did the
we
side
want.
quest then, right? And
I'm just going to take off my mic for a second.
Yes, I had a little bit of an adventure with our crow friend.
well, do you have both your kidneys?
I have both kidneys and a little bit of loot and a friend with real estate. So,
Whoa. Like real loot, or are we talking,
No.
just slightly fancier ashtrays?
slightly fancier ashtrays.
Let's all recall where we come from.
Yeah.
Slightly
Yeah.
fancier ashtrays is actually a pretty big upgrade.
Yeah, it's a bedazzled ashtray.
We don't have any of those at the, Temple of the Dawn Sisterhood. We could use. I
I got to travel a little bit with a priest of Ra, and let me tell you, he was a stone cold upgrade.
Priest of Ra, what a poser! Those Ra guys.
Well, hey,
I don't know.
No.
Francesca was pretty amazing.
we got to dress like crows and go through Crowtown, so it was pretty cool. And the horribly shitty crow masks we were wearing actually work like a charm. So crows are dumb. It's
Well,
fantastic.
Number on us, so maybe they're. Wait, what does that say about us?
What I
Well-
thought was really sad was that nobody thought of using the whole "it's shiny" to distract crows.
Yeah.
We're
I
not the
didn't
smartest
have
That
it
is
Adventurers.
disappointing. I agree with you.
We don't have anything shiny. We don't really own anything
Our
shiny.
ashtrays are not shiny.
That's true. Yeah, everybody has an ashtray now because the temple rewarded you.
Woohoo!
What'd we get?
Now we can afford. We can't afford plates, but maybe at least we'll have ashtrays to eat out
We
of.
can eat a pork sandwich out of a dirty ashtray.
It's our level of poverty.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and begin. My audio is unfortunately out. I've just got one computer that's working. So
We're starting by eating pork sandwiches out of dirty ashtrays.
yeah, pretty much. That's where you
good
stand
note.
in terms of treasure and everything. So here we've got the camera. You guys are currently.
We're having an earthquake.
Oh boy.
All right, so you have got. I'm just moving stuff around here. Lost the figure for Yazak the Bald. I was going to put him in with this meeting.
Oh, is he with us?
He's at the temple right at the moment.
Okay.
Um,
Are those feathers going to grow back? Or is he just going to be that way forever?
he's just Yazak the Bald forever now.
Sweet.
He's accepted his new name.
Yeah. Well, we've come to an understanding.
You guys are in the temple of the Dawn Goddess, and you are standing around. This is the ground floor, so you do have the area where there was the cave-in of the foyer, which at some point hopefully would be repaired. Everybody's got to go up the stairs to get in. So you all climbed the rope ladder into the second floor and came down here. And you're here with Sister Azira, who is the High Priestess, and then you also have with you Yazak the Bald, who is now dressed in his full attorney's regalia instead of his adventuring cloak. And Skeeter Rekestric has returned from an expedition that he undertook when you guys were all afflicted with one of those diseases that just seemed to spread through cities like wildfire. And so the sisters were able to determine that none of them were sexually transmitted diseases, which she was real pleased about. probably despite the best efforts on the part of you guys, since you're kind of low lifes at this point. So
Sorry you guys had the shits.
Must have been a bad pork sandwich.
Yeah, it happens.
Or eating it out of ashtrays. Something
Yeah,
like
one or the other.
that.
Dirty ashtrays at that.
You own no plates. But anyway, so you're back to safety. Everybody is feeling much better than you were, and there are various pieces of information that you can get before you start back out on your dungeoneering adventure. First of those is from Yazak, the Bald, and he says to you all, matters have been resolved with Francaw and his murder, and I'd like to thank Rakestric for that, and I've paid Rakestric a substantial sum of money in gratitude for that, and so he has that, and just wanted to say thank you to everyone, and I will be going unless you have any questions. Very well.
I think we're good.
All right, so he
Keep in
sweeps
touch.
toward the second floor. And now Sister Azira says that Sister Frachesca, that's what it was. Sister, setting up terrain is a real mind-boggling kind of thing. It threw me off. So,
The well chick.
I don't know. Sister Frachesca is still recovering from the time that she spent down in the well. She's got 2 broken legs and is basically in bad shape. So she told me, the information, and one of the things that she encountered, the thing that caused the great problem, was that she began being attacked by all manner of strange monsters, and she knows that she suspects that the person that was communicating with the Tengu through Francaw, who is now the late Francaw, that's probably the person who in some way was the source of the monsters. And she also knows that, and then, she was thrown down the well and basically under siege there for all that time. She believes, based on looking at temple records, that there's some sort of secret door. Not a secret door. There's some sort of entrance to the second level down from within that sort of temple complex, and so most likely, since the monsters were coming from that basic area, that is, if you wanted to pursue that guy down to the second level where there's more treasure but more risk, that would probably be the way to go.
Hell yeah, that's what we're doing.
Where's the secret door that leads to more treasure and less risk?
Yeah.
That's the secret door we're really after.
It's right over there.
Oh. Orchestric, you rock.
Yeah.
I knew elves were good at finding hidden stuff.
I don't know what happened to my little elven compatriot here. Didn't you see that door?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Now we just need to get Matt
You're
to play along.
gonna get better. You're gonna get better. Don't get
I'm
upset.
still learning.
Right, Matt? The door
Learning.
of low risk and lots of treasure? Right.
Yeah, that would be this one here, which leads to the outside of the temple and into the nice, safe city of Jordoba, which is, not safe, but is probably considerably safer than going down into the dungeon itself. That would be the low-risk door, and it is kind of covered up with bricks and all the things that fell down. So,
So did Sister Frachesca illuminate us on what assaulted her and threw her in the well?
Yes, she was attacked by the grotesques, the little statue things. And but the thing is, she said, and those apparently are located various places throughout the dungeon itself. They're not a particularly unusual thing, but she did say that there were some strange sort of monstrosities that came in, one of them being a sort of squid-like thing, but she was able to chase that one away.
Really?
Yeah. Great, a squiddy.
She fought off Cthulhu, but got thrown into a well by little stone men.
You don't even have to go as high as Cthulhu to get to nasty stuff that looks like squids.
Maybe it was just a regular squid that just flopped its way over there. That's why she was bringing it back.
Lunch.
She was attacked by calamari.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
She cried, and she was like,
Right.
you know,
She was attacked by the greatest of appetizers.
So
All right,
we get some aioli sauce and go on in.
We're ready.
its mortal enemy. So did she get in the ruins any further than the well? I mean, could she provide us with a map of where she knows a pathway, or did she not really get anywhere other than what we already know?
Well, since we've been speaking of secret doors, there is the only further that she got than you guys did. I mean, she was actually there for a little while, but the only really further that she got was a secret door that leads to the north of the room that's got the well. So you guys would have to find it. But there is a secret door there, and it leads to an old bedroom that she thinks was, probably the place where the high priestess of the temple hung out.
Was it on the north wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Thibodeau, you're taking notes
I got me a mini map.
like a good antiquities collector. Good man.
Antiquities collectors just seem to have maps. It's,
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. All right. So, is there anything we need to do before we go off on this perilous quest?
No one is, not to jump in, but no one seems to have asked Skeeter about that large payment that he received.
Man, shut up, man. Nobody was talking about it.
We were just gonna wait for him to pass out and take it later.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Shane had a plan.
Well, I figured the antiquities collector would have cataloged that without my knowledge
It's on the
by now,
notes.
anyway. Yeah,
There's
that's
no
what I
need to
figured.
bring it up. I trust our Kestrick completely. I'm
As,
sure
as a
that he...
fellow elf, he would never betray us.
No. I'm going to be covering company costs for a while.
Which leads us to the question that I was actually...
Pork sandwiches for everyone!
Yeah. All you can eat greasy pork sandwiches.
Come on.
served in the finest ashtrays.
Yeah.
Win-win. And who says our Kestrick doesn't have our best interests at heart?
Yeah. No, okay. So is there a general store / armorer / weapon seller in this?
There is a general merchant who does business in the Square of Bells. So, the Plaza of Bells. So that would be an easy place for you to get to. It's somebody that you know. So he's not going to cheat you on anything, as far as you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Muriel, what kind of armor do you have? Are you set?
I'm wearing ring mail.
Are you good? Do you need something else? I got money.
I'm probably okay.
Okay. My short elven compatriot.
That's all they said. Okay, that's it.
I've got a shield and chain, so I think I'm okay-ish too.
I mean, I guess chainmail would be an upgrade. The problem is I'm not sure she's strong enough to wear it.
Oh my God, you're gonna tip over, and we'll have to drag
So
you.
I actually have to check the rule book to make sure that because I had to check for the ring mail.
Thibodeau,
She's maxed
you need
out.
a beignet or something?
I needed a short sword.
You need a short sword? Fuck, I got one on me.
Now
Don't
we
get them, like,
had
potions?
some short swords and short bows we got from the hockey people.
The city chickens?
Uh-huh.
City chickens.
Chickens. That's what we're calling them now.
That's a new name for Kenki. No question.
Fucking city chickens. Those are supposed to be pigeons, but it works for crows too.
We might need some more supplies since we had a going over, suggesting what we needed coming in here, y'all. Rope, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
more
some
lantern
rope,
oil.
but we have some means. So if there's anything you guys can think of that we need to get, let's get it. Because I don't want to be there going, fuck, why didn't I spend 5 gold pieces and get that damn thing?
Like
I mean, even if it's shit we think we might need. Like, how about some water skins?
You've got a wide variety of things that you can buy.
Yeah, all right, let's troop out. Let's go to the general store.
All right.
Is there a crazy old man alchemist in town?
Crazy old man alchemist? No, but there are alchemisty type things sold in that general store. The guy's very
cool.
proud of supplying alchemisty things. He's even got it on his sign outside, alchemisty things.
All right.
Does he have any potions of questionable healing, where it might be healing, might be something else?
That's called whiskey.
I think that's called Muriel's Cure Light Wound spell.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Just roll the dice.
I'm just saying, we don't have Sister Frachesca anymore, so we might need some magical healing assistance.
Now, Muriel does, have a spell.
A spell.
Yeah.
A spell.
We're moving up in the world.
A spell. Yeah.
A spell.
Well, I'm
Better
good.
than-
Okay,
better than
so
spell.
how much time has passed since my last foray with the city chickens?
About a week, I suppose. I mean,
okay.
everybody had to
So-
get over everything.
Right, so I have a new spell.
Yeah.
I mean, I can have memorized my spell before
Yes,
this.
yes, you can.
I didn't know if it was like we just walked in from the bad part of town and are having this conversation and
No,
run
no.
it back out, or
No.
Everybody got your supplies?
Is everybody ready?
Yeah, let's do
So
it.
Muriel
Yeah.
could get chainmail, which would improve her armor class, but it would also slow her way down.
How about some torches?
Well, we also have a centipede that we're kind of limited by his movement. I don't know how fast he is compared to us.
It
And
moves the
Thibodeau.
It's faster than
Thibodeau-
Muriel.
Oh,
He moves-
are you?
He moves.
No,
the
it
same-
is.
Oh,
Muriel's base movement rate is 12. Like, she has a strength of 6, but it's not like she's missing a limb or something.
well, why don't we put you on CP's back with like a lance or something?
What could possibly go wrong?
Not that you could actually joust, but you could push that into somebody very slowly.
Yeah, ballast.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. Battering ram. Okay, does everybody have their stuff? How much money did we just spend? Or are we going to do that right now?
No, you can just go ahead and buy the stuff, write it on your sheet.
Okay, so did you get the chainmail,
Yeah.
Jim? Okay.
Muriel.
Shane, you want to get 6 torches?
I've got 5, yeah. I already got another one.
Okay. Any alchemy, powdery, safety goodness that's available?
Something that goes boom when we add it to fire.
That might be fun.
There's always that.
I mean, that would be oil.
Usually, lantern oil isn't as flammable as.
Yeah, I don't want a foof. I want a boom.
Yeah, we want gunpowdery.
No,
Whatever
You're
they're
that
like a
is,
tactical nuke.
Might be above our city chicken pay grade.
Yeah. We don't
Let's
quite.
Yeah,
get
you
2
get
oil. At least a
stuff
couple
that-
oil.
stuff that goes boom is basically moderated by the physics of Wile E. Coyote. So
Oh boy.
Can we sell my ring mail back to the general store? And
yeah, you
get
can
it?
get half. You can get half back on your ring mail.
Okay.
So that's
I'll do all the-
60 gold for the chain, and that improves my armor class from 6 to 5.
Okay, cool.
You are just rocking.
Well, it would be 4, except for my -1 dex penalty.
Ala,
get
do you have
some-
a missile weapon?
I've got a throwing axe.
Do you want like a crossbow or something?
Do elves use crossbows?
Yeah,
Sure.
what the hell is that?
Sure, we do.
We picked up some short bows from the city chickens.
Yeah, you could use a short bow.
Yeah, you got 2 short bows and 2 short swords from
I
that.
can use the short bow.
Okay.
That is the thing
I'm
that-
also going to get 40 arrows.
All right.
Get a centipede
And
pack.
yeah, well, no, he's
Centipede
got
from
like a
your-
little harness on him.
Keep us some extra oil, food, water if we need it. Rope.
Yeah, okay. We'll get 150 feet of rope.
This is all going to be put on Rocky.
Yeah. And 6 bags for all the loot I expect to drag out of there.
Excellent.
Like bags, or bags like saddlebags for the.
Does it mean a different thing if you say it twice? What the hell's a bag?
Bag or bag?
bag, or saddlebag for that we can hang on our centipede.
Sleeping bag.
Rocky. That's Rocky. Come on, y'all.
Is it rock? I thought it was.
It was
okay.
It was CP, but it sounds like Shane is stepping in to get a real name for it.
I got to run. That's Rocky.
Rocky's fine. But yes, some bags that we can sort of drape over Rocky, so
Yeah.
Yep.
we don't have to haul them ourselves.
Excellent.
Some
That
carrying
makes
bags.
his miniature figure a lot better too.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's
All
go
right.
to the gate. Let's do this thing.
Crawl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and move you guys directly into the room, and we'll just start there. So I got CP moves out of the way of the camera a little bit so that people can see, and then we'll put. Now we can see that everybody is in the room.
This is where
Just so
the well is, right?
This is where the well is. So you already you went in 20-foot corridor where the city becomes buried. You took a right turn. You went through a door into the first altar room where there was the much simpler altar. And then you took the door to the south, which led into the robing room, which was pretty much empty. Then you took a door. You took another, right turn into the toward the east. Sorry, and so now you're in that room. That's the room where the well was, and it's also the room where there is supposedly this secret door that Sister Frachesca knew about and mentioned.
So I have two doors that we haven't really explored. One in the simple altar room. I have a door on the east wall that we didn't look at.
Yeah, back in the second room.
Yeah. And
Right.
then we also did not go into the north door in the initial room, the one with the statues.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
because
And we sort of glanced into the far western door in that room and established that it was stables, but I don't think we did anything more than that.
No, we talked to the city chickens, and they said that was stables, but we didn't verify that.
You guys have not actually gone into
We've not
that
actually opened that door. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Now
That's
the
a good
well room where
clarification.
we're at, we got the door on the west wall. Got a door on the east wall too?
No,
No, just in the west wall where we came in.
just the one door that you came in the west wall. That is over there. Once again, see, Rocky's kind of a camera hog, so y'all kick him out of the way and he moves. So.
It's because he looks good.
Rocky, sit. Good boy.
All right,
Let's go.
You
Tovac,
can barely.
let's
you can
do
barely
the elf
even tell when
search
he
for
sits, 'cause
doors.
He's got like 100 legs, and so he just settles down by like 6
Sit on
inches.
some of them.
All right,
let's
we're
go
going to
search
do
that
the
south wall.
elven search for doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
The elven search for doors.
Step on up, elf.
You're looking around. Everybody's doing their checking around. And you discover...
You need your glasses. All right.
There we go.
Oh, fancy.
That's what I get for sitting at the computer for 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
All right, you discover, and it is actually discovered by Torvik is the name, right?
Woohoo!
Torvik or Torvak?
Torvak.
Torvak, okay.
Quarterback.
And
Torvak.
actually yeah.
Walks over and says, well, this is strange, and presses a little red button in the wall.
Don't push it.
No, guys, this is totally
Oh,
a
shit.
good kind of red button.
The wall slides to the side,
Woo.
and he says, ta-da!
Maybe we need to
Represent
establish
elf
some sort of
kind.
protocol concerning red buttons. In
Yeah.
No, don't. Trust me on this. I definitely knew this was 100% a door. And
Did
not
nothing-
another
nothing
kind
bad
of
happened?
trap.
It was an elven thing.
It's 100% legit.
It's an elven thing you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
So we go around, and this is what you guys are seeing through the door.
Come on, Rocky.
He's kind of a camera hog.
Is that another one of those little gargoyle things in the corner?
It's like a bed.
You want to go up and see?
Yes, he does.
Yes, I do.
Now, elves aren't normally known for their braveness, but
Hey, the amount of time it took us to get a marching order, nah, I'm going in.
it's very brave of you.
Did you end up in the front of the marching order, Skeeter?
Yes.
I did.
Okay. So, advancing bravely, Skeeter moves up.
This was the last we ever saw of Orchestric.
Okay.
I got his flank.
Here we take over. What does Skeeter see? What does Orchestric see? All right. So it's there's a little, looks kind of like a passageway, or maybe actually it's more like a foyer because it leads into what's, obviously, some sort of bedroom. That is a bed.
What's over there on the left?
So you're moving in. It's got stone walls.
Yeah, I'm looking at that thing on the left.
And it's dark like the other rooms. You come by, there is an old bookshelf standing
You're building
there.
tension. You're delaying. You're stalling.
There's a bed over in the corner here.
Oh no!
And it looks like it's actually been used recently because, as we mentioned, Sister Frachesca was hanging out in this room.
Oh, the tension.
And then over in the corner, there's the desk that she was using and a chair she was sitting in.
Nice chair.
And
Yeah.
right behind me.
Elves are kind of scared of chairs, apparently. But
Yes.
He wants the 360.
Rightfully so.
Well, if it's made out of wood, it's like he's seeing an uncle that he lost a long time ago.
Ew.
Rocky, don't eat the chair.
Well, maybe.
Rocky seems to kind of understand what Thibodeau says.
What "don't eat the chair" means.
Yeah, he
I gotta
backed
note that.
Backed off from the chair. All right. So that's what the room basically looks like.
Oh, there's a door.
That's right. There's a door in the.
South
So-
wall.
That was
Maybe
a
there's.
tidbit.
Maybe Sister Francesca left some possessions here she might want us to bring back to her.
Let's search the place.
Since she's
Okay.
bedridden and, a cripple.
Yeah, someone would have to get the stuff.
And we have like these 6 bags.
It
that
needs to be
honestly
collected.
I don't
Collected,
expect us to
exactly.
fill. Yeah.
All right. So, what do you guys do? You've got the bed, you've got the desk, you've got the door, you've got the bookshelf. What kind of stuff are you going to do?
Thibodeau
I'm
is
gonna
our
search the bed.
safety monitor.
Yeah.
No, I'm assuming that Orchestric has moved into the room only far enough to basically see the details of the room. CP is a little bit ahead of you guys, sniffing at the door now.
No, I'm going to go in. Is CP specifically going that direction like he's been that way before?
No, he's
Okay, he's just checking it out.
yeah. Rocky's a dumbass. I mean, that's the. Shouldn't say things like that because of. Yeah, see what you did, Shane, was you actually named your centipede after somebody who games at North Texas RPG Con. Did you meet?
Yeah, that's going to get super awkward here.
Yeah, it is, because if I say anything about the centipede, it's going to sound like I'm talking about him. And you know that Ian McGarty is totally going to take advantage of that.
He'll be talking about Rocky now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rocky's a fucker.
All right, let's
I'm going to check out the bookshelf.
All right, so Rekestric is standing in the middle of the room. Everybody else is cautiously hanging back.
Muriel's going to move up to the bookshelf. Start to check that out.
Okay. So these guys kind of back off a little bit. Muriel comes over to the bookshelf. What are you doing? There is nothing on the bookshelf that you can definitely see.
Checking the shelves, top, bottom, seeing if any of them. I mean, is it as depicted? You know, kind of a single piece.
Does it
move?
it's
Anything
a single
behind
piece,
it, below it?
It's a single piece, and you find a couple of little graffiti carvings on the inside that are all prayers to the Dawn Goddess, but that's the only thing that seems at all unusual about the bookshelf.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm gonna look for another button to shut the secret door behind us. Keep people from coming up on us.
There is a little green button. So you go over to here, and there's a little green button on the door there.
All right. As soon as we're all in, I'm going to shut the door so nobody comes up behind us.
All right. Door closes.
Matt, is the bookshelf fixed to the floor?
The bookshelf is not fixed to the floor.
Deal.
What else are people doing?
Well, I'll move in and take a look at the bed.
Okay.
Thibodeau, you want to check out that door?
I'll head to the door.
Okay, Thibodeau goes over to the door. Muriel goes over to the bed.
Tovak will follow Muriel and maybe check under the bed because he's shorter.
Okay.
If there's a monster under the bed, Matt gets so many points for DM.
Nope, there is no monster under the bed.
Damn, that would have been so awesome.
Yeah. Well, there'll be other beds and other monsters. So.
I guess. I mean, my plan is to just strip the bed, search it, under the
strip it. We
mattress.
might need it for later to go to sleep in.
We can always make it again. Trust me, Muriel is really good at this.
All right,
so a lot of my training focused on making beds.
That's right. Okay, so you guys check the room. You don't find anything unusual in it. What do you do? Thibodeau has checked the door. He's been able to establish that there are no traps there.
I'm gonna listen to it. Make sure.
Tell me what your hear noise. What your hear noise is. It's D6.
It's 3 and 6.
Okay, that's when I have to roll, and you do not hear any noise. It's all quiet.
Does the bookshelf move?
It could
be.
be.
Did you guys try to move it?
It can move. It's not fixed.
Should we try to move it?
Always.
Sure. Put it where? Or just
Well, no, just see if there's anything behind it.
I took from Matt's comments that I'd sort of looked at that and looked to see underneath it and looked to see behind it. And nothing was there. But
okay.
perhaps
Well, that was on the shelves itself. You have not tried to move the bookshelf.
Okay, good point. We move the bookshelf.
Okay. You move the bookshelf. There is nothing behind it.
Or underneath it.
At all.
Check for secret doors behind the bookshelf.
Okay, now that is going to... Okay, yeah, so you can do that in a little bit less time than normal searching for secret doors. Actually, Frachesca has a 1 in 6 chance to find secret doors. Anyway, you can get 2 people up against that part of the wall searching for secret doors. You do not find any.
When I'm actively searching, I get 4 in 6.
I know.
I'm very happy about that.
You were like the secret door beast.
That's why Bill hates elves.
I told you I had a party that had 6 elves in it one time at North.
Oh my God!
I didn't even bother rolling. I was just like, just telling them where the secret doors were when they came in.
All right.
Okay.
Did you guys check out the desk?
You have not checked out the desk yet.
Thibodeau, check out the desk. I'm watching the door to make sure if it opens, I can shoot it. Well, you got to do something.
Thibodeau goes over to the desk
and
checks
falls
the
down.
desk. All right, he falls down in shock because there's a stack of 4 ashtrays imprinted with this holy symbol of the Dawn Goddess.
Score!
Yep.
We don't have to wash our ashtrays for like a whole week.
That's awesome.
There is a fork.
My God!
There is a tin plate.
What is this?
We have a plate.
Is this currency?
This
is
is
this
a
what other
great
people
big
use as
ashtray.
What else we got?
That's
Come on,
it.
I can almost retire.
No, that's it.
All right, Torvak, should we open that door?
I think we should. Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
do this.
So Torvak goes over to the door.
Muriel goes with.
Okay. Muriel is also there, providing backup. Thibodeau probably retreats to a safe place. So I'm assuming, based on normal practice, Frachesca, Skeeter, are you carrying a spell active?
I am not.
Okay. And are you are carrying your bow, or are you armed by hand?
I am carrying
Bow.
the bow.
Thibodeau, short sword or torch, or both?
Both, actually.
Okay.
It's starting to get kind of dark, correct? In here?
Oh yeah, this whole area is underground.
Yeah.
Muriel, have you got a light source? What have you got in hand?
Shield in one hand, hammer in the other, and I'm relying on Thibodeau's torch.
All right. And Torvak, what have you got in hand?
I'm also relying on the torch since I've got longsword and shield.
Okay, and so you've got the one torch being held by the halfling, and I know what everybody's got. Now, also, Muriel, you have the ability to hold a spell in reserve, but you've got Cure Light Wounds, I assume, right?
I do.
Okay, so you wouldn't really need to cast that at the very top of the round, and you could lose it if you took damage, so it would make no sense to be carrying that spell locked and loaded, are you?
Are you doing something that is blatantly dumb?
No, I think I'll avoid the blatantly dumb thing this time.
Yay!
Hey, no promises for the next time.
Skeeter's dream come true in terms of working with party members.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay, you guys get ready. And
We're gonna open the
Torvak,
door.
roll 1d6 to see if you can push that door open, since like all the doors in the dungeon, it's sort of swollen shut.
It's going to be a...
I remember this not going well last time.
Well, the other thing, once you try and fail, you can hammer the thing open, but everything inside will have been alerted. The other possibility is that 2 people can go at the door, doubling your chances of doing it, but if you do that, the 2 people shoot into the room and are incapable of acting in that round.
Let's go with the one short elf.
Yeah, he's gonna do his best and roll a 1.
Oh, okay. This is one of the ones where you want to roll a 1. So you have the door open, and I'm just going to sort of move that door out of the way. And so Torvak looks inside. You peek your head inside, I assume, rather than going. Do you want to go all the way into the area?
Just gonna peek inside, just as far as the torchlight will allow him to see.
Okay, the torchlight allows you to see all of the way inside. Well, actually, Thibodeau's, you've got the back corners of the room are invisible because Thibodeau is still hanging way back. But
you can see in the dark.
That's true, I can.
Oh, okay.
Forget that I'm a dwarf.
You're an
So,
elf. Get in there.
Actually, I don't think dwarves can... Yes,
Torvak's just got all kinds of identity crises going on.
it is not... He's not okay. No, he actually can see the dark. So he will dramatically tumble forward, do that whole ha ha ha, and then
The FBI
spring
roll.
up. Exactly. Yeah, he's
Did
very
you just
much.
have a seizure? What happened there?
Okay, so
It was dramatic. I was making an entrance.
Torvak dramatically enters the room. Dwarven or possibly elven fighter. He's not sure. And what you're in is a very short corridor. There is another door to the north that's going to lead you back up next to the one that you've come through. And then there is another door at the end of the very short corridor leading directly to the west.
I'm going to make a quick check for more of those stone things.
Okay. Yeah, those things would potentially be hard to see, but you don't spot any of them. Now, that is something that Torvak, being a dwarf, is going to be somewhat better at spotting those things than anybody else, because he's got the ability to notice things that are strange about stonework, and those things actually are stone. So, but you don't see any in here.
Guys, coast is clear. Come on in.
Okay.
I will move in besides Torvak.
You go into the room. Sometimes I forget when I haven't moved the little camera, but this is what Torvak was mostly able to see. One door directly to the west, one door going back north next to the area that you're in. So nothing apparently dangerous in there.
All right, T-Money, you're up.
Oh, get up there.
Thibodeau.
Find us a safe door.
Yeah, let's check the west door first. I'm going to listen to it.
You go over and listen there.
Listen, tasks,
It
whatever.
was 4 and 6, you said, right?
No, 3 and 6.
3 and 6. Okay, you hear nothing at that door.
Hey, let's to the north.
You don't hear anything at the north door either.
All right. Let's check the west door first. It kind of seems like it might go back into that altar room.
All right.
All right.
Tovak will go up there and dramatically open the door. Since he's been assured that it is safe.
Roll d6.
It's a
Didn't say
3.
that.
A 3. Okay. So you boot the door open, and you're able to see on the far side that, as was suspected, it's the room that's got the altar in it. You can recognize it.
It was excellent mapping.
It's not bad for just guessing.
That's what that's for.
Guessing or mapping?
Both.
Now, was this door a secret door, or did we just not get on the map? On the other side.
You knew about that door. That was the door
That's
to the
the one
north.
we knew about, yeah.
We just preferred to take the secret door because it was cooler.
Yeah, that's better. All right, let's head north.
All right. Let's see what this door behind door number 2.
All right.
With another 3.
Roll d6. Okay, so Torvak goes up. Now I'm also assuming that you guys are in your marching order, which would bring Thibodeau to the back. It would bring Kestrick up to the front next to Torvak.
Do you want to swap out Orchestric, Muriel, and since you've got, the bow thing and I've got the other thing?
Sure.
Hey, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
And go with the assumption that we're closing the doors behind us, too.
Okay. So that means you go up and you close the other door that led into this room.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna block yourself
Right.
into the corridor here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Orchestric,
coming
do you
behind us.
smell any doors? Besides the ones we see. I thought you spot 'em, right?
You don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think there would be any here, but I also apparently Torvak has no sense of direction underground.
And
I always thought that
Torvak,
worked with like active sonar pings.
well, he
Elves had
as a
bulb on
dwarf,
their head and
Torvak
they would-
knows. As a dwarf, Torvak knows how deep you are, but apparently he's got no real sense of direction. He's also apparently believes that elves smell secret doors and that's how they're located.
He's not a smart dwarf.
And I'm not going to teach him differently.
All right, Rocky,
No, that's-
let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Pop this door. See what's
And
behind.
did you already roll to kick the door open?
Yeah, it was a 3.
Okay. So the door is blasted open.
Boom!
Just
Don't
move
be
the
blasting.
move the thing out of the way. You guys are able to sort of look in, and it's a corridor.
Oh,
Oops, that's the wires on the camera pulling that around. So you're looking down a corridor, and it actually goes this back wall that you can see goes back further. It's about there.
So it tees off, whatever.
Well, you don't know what happens in there, but yeah, you don't see any walls to either side. No.
All right.
So you're that's
we
the
got-
extent of the torchlight and the ability of the dwarf and the elf to see.
And one door on the left.
Why don't we have Torvak and Muriel move to the end of the corridor while Thibodeau checks out that door?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Actually, back up a moment because you suddenly recall Rekestric.
Yep.
That there was a sort of an interesting pattern of cracks on the wall back in the room that had the bed in it, and it only just now occurs to you that was probably a secret door that you noticed, but you didn't, being first level, you sort of didn't put that all together until just now.
Go figure.
Hey, I think there's a door back there.
That must be
Nice.
one stinky door. You smell it all the way from here.
Took a minute for that to
Had a
saturate.
distinct smell. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Smells in a dungeon. Over things.
Because doors are usually made of wood and stuff, so.
Yeah.
Got that pine scent. What?
Yeah. Exactly.
Pungent door. Well, should we go back or should we keep moving forward here?
No, let's just keep going forward.
Okay.
We'll probably hit it on the way back. So
Well. Now, do you
So-
remember where it was at in the bedroom? North wall?
North wall.
East
I
wall?
could smell it.
you just smell it when you get it back in there.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like a closet.
So that
Smell the cedar.
so that's across from the secret door we came in from, correct?
Yeah, somewhere
Yeah.
in that room.
Yeah, I mean, not exactly, but roughly.
Yeah, roughly.
All
All
right.
right. They'll head on down the hallway. I'm going to check the door.
And keeping our eyes out for any more of those stone monsters, just in case.
All right, so Thibodeau is going to move up to this door.
Damn.
How's the camera angle doing? Okay, you
Take a
can see
nap.
that I just dropped him again.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Damn,
Yeah,
what the hell is
I did
going on?
not
with
drink
The slippery
anything.
mini.
Okay, so you go on up to the door. What are you doing with the door?
I think
well-
Tovak and Muriel are actually going to move beyond that to
Yeah.
the end
Mhm.
of the passage.
Just to make sure it's safe. Nothing springs a surprise front attack.
Okay, so Muriel and Tovak move on through the corridor, and you're able to sort of peek into this area here. And so you're looking into it is a room, and the dimensions on it are, let's see, 25, about 30 feet north south.
I think the camera is mostly pointed up.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, there we go.
I see a pink thing.
I think that's Rocky. I hope that's Rocky.
Yeah. Rocky got a little ahead of us.
Now, Rocky's
Oh.
behind you.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, damn.
All right, so you see, sort of something
That's
moving
pretty funny.
around back
What's that
in the
pink
room.
thing? I think that's Rocky. Rocky's behind us. Oh shit.
oh shit.
Maybe.
Meanwhile, Thibodeau is taking a look at the door. And what is it that you're doing, Thibodeau?
Always first is delicate tasks and then hear sound.
Well, you can't use delicate tasks until you've actually found something to use it on. So,
Okay.
you check the door. Only thing that you could work delicate tasks on appears to be the keyhole.
Okay. I'm going to check it out, look through the keyhole if I can, listen to sounds, and whatnot.
Okay, you check the keyhole. No, it's too dark on the other side to see anything, but you can tell, just looking through the lock that it's unlocked. So.
Okay.
Do I smell a secret door coming from my companions?
Heads up, guys. We've got a thing.
A thing.
It's a pink thing.
Yeah, you
See
guys-
that calamari?
It is still moving around in there.
It's still moving around in there. Maybe Ixnay on the Orday, and
I'm going to, under my breath, cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm going to actually
maybe so
peek around
bold.
the corner and see if I can identify what that is.
Okay.
I'm going to do it.
Muriel moves forward right when you cast your spell, and Muriel falls asleep.
It's so hard to get good help.
Probably better that way.
We got
That's a
lunch.
bummer.
That's tragic.
My spell is shield.
I don't believe.
Hey.
Is it really?
Yes.
Here.
It is. Okay. Muriel does not fall asleep.
Oh, that was his. You thought that he cast sleep. Oh,
I thought he
was like,
cast sleep.
I was like,
No,
get out,
no,
guys! I looked around the corner and fell
No,
over.
no, no. I cast shield because there's a lot of stuff that I can't put to sleep. Those little stone dudes. So
It's
Okay,
a magic.
We've actually
All
ever
right,
tried.
so Muriel goes around and checks around the corner there,
Oh, that's nasty.
and what she sees around the corner is a very large squid-looking thing, but one of the really disturbing things about it is that it has a shell on the back of it. So,
Calamari escargot.
well,
Can
I
we-
wonder
can
how
we
that's
eat
going to
it?
taste. Yes, we're totally going to eat it.
We just got some new plates.
It's moving around.
you've got one plate.
I got the fork.
No, we got ashtrays are our plates.
We
Hey,
don't
it's on
need
the
plates. We
Got
have
it.
hands.
Roll 1d6, Jim.
Well, it's either really good or really bad. I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. Okay, so you are not surprised. Let me roll the dexterity for this thing.
Oh,
All right, it and Muriel are moving at the same time with a 7 dexterity, right? So simultaneously you move. Muriel, what direction are you moving in?
I guess I'm moving to engage it.
Okay, it's moving to engage you as well. So
Well, he got so brave.
the two of you clash.
You kill one Kenku, man.
I know.
Yeah, that's true. Muriel Thunderfist, no fear.
None
new
at all.
armor.
No
Okay.
fear, new armor. It's
So Muriel disappears around the corner from as far as you guys are able to see because you're back here.
Did it appear to be in a battle rage?
I don't know.
I said the thing about the squid. I said squid, guys, squid.
She-
like,
You mentioned
got
that
hungry.
dinner, so
Yeah, no, he got hungry.
yeah.
Meanwhile, we move into the melee phase. Jim, you can go ahead and roll to hit, and it's
I'm
attacking.
just going to take this thing out by myself. You guys hang back. I got this.
Screw all of you.
That's exactly
I'll do
right.
it. I'll do it myself.
Let's
said
do it
Little-
myself.
Little Red Hen. Okay, what'd you roll?
I'm sorry. What am I rolling? D6
hit.
for an itch or
No,
to hit?
to hit if you
hit,
if you
oh.
choose to.
Oh, yeah, I do that. 10.
10. All right, that's going to be a miss. Now I'm going to take the enormous risk here of going over and getting a pen to keep track of things, and that is possibly going to screw the camera angle up, but it did not. So we see Muriel in combat. Everybody else is still hanging back. The viewpoint from the other folks is this. Both of you guys miss each other. What is your armor class?
Engage.
Mary?
5.
Okay. So it also misses you. That is the end of the melee phase. Now it's the movement phase. What do you guys do?
Move
Go
up.
help Muriel.
Rakestric, you're first. What do you do?
Moving up.
Yeah, we're going to dinner.
Moving up to where?
The east side. No. I'm going to, once I see that there's a giant tentacular creature attacking Muriel, I'm going to try and get into a position where I could shoot it without shooting her in the back.
You want to break west or east for that?
Let's go east.
All right.
Could also go north.
Which direction is
East,
east?
north.
I want to go
North,
into the room. There we go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
So you're able to move all the way into the room. When you go into the room that far, you're also able to see
The other monster that comes to get me.
No, there is a
well full of aioli mustard.
Oh, there's a well.
And there it is.
there is a sort of a covered thing over in that corner there.
Is it butter?
Is it some lemon wedges?
It's really
that's a
clear
good
that
sign.
this party
Ooh.
does not get enough to eat.
So hungry.
It's an aftertaste of the ashtrays, you know.
It's-
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's right. Somehow it
Those
doesn't
dirty
taste
pork
good.
sandwiches we had to
in
eat.
their ashtrays.
Adventuring Company's adventure for magic items. Ours adventures for pork sandwiches.
We got a fork.
We're all really excited about the fork and the plate. Like, yes!
Quality of life increased 20%.
We are tycoons.
That means one day a week, one of us can eat off a plate. We'll share it around.
Okay, so the thing that you're seeing over in the corner there is basically just a lip of stone arranged in a circle, mortared down. It's just that there's a sort of circular arrangement of stones. And in the middle of it, you can see what vaguely looks like it's a very stout trapdoor that opens down the middle into sort of like a double door, but obviously leading downward. Also, of great interest to you is that there is a treasure chest placed next to it, which is presumably something that's supposed to be guarded by the squid, and so. That all, Rakestric is able to take in as he moves into the room and isn't focused on immediate combat with the squid thing.
This is the good news, bad news room.
Yeah.
It kind of is. Yeah, that's right. The
Good
is
news,
the
treasure
squid.
chest. Bad news, squid.
Hey,
Angry calamari.
look on the bright side. It's experience points.
Yeah.
So-
There could be a fork
Yeah,
in
for
there.
us
Another
or
one.
for it.
Yeah,
That's
it's going to level up.
It's going to level up. Somewhere there's a squid DM going like, if you do that's experience points.
The Thibodeau. What do you do?
All right. Well, we had the short sword in hand and a torch, so I will basically come on in, kind of close to Rakestric
Okay.
and behind Muriel a bit.
Geometry-wise, that's kind of difficult to achieve, but I'll sort of put you there in the room, and then Torvak, what do you do?
He's gonna tumble on in there. He's making dramatic entrances tonight. But he's
FBI
gonna tumble
roll.
in there and just try to help Muriel get some dinner for us.
Okay,
That's Bruce Torvak.
there you go. So Torvak moves in, and then you will be in the melee phase. At the top of the round, is anybody using missiles?
I will missile.
Okay, go ahead and missile. You got 2 shots.
I'm going to miss and miss.
All right. So you send a couple of arrows over. Roll for each of those again using a d20 without adding any bonuses, and let's see if they hit any of the people who are in melee.
Bing.
11 and yep.
All right, let's see.
DM's
one,
choice.
Okay, It looks like Torvak's kidney may be.
Damn it, every time.
For
How
another
the birds are
you.
back.
Roll your damage.
Honestly, Orchestric, if you have to choose to shoot one of the frontline people, shoot Muriel.
3.
It's not as if we. It's not
Okay.
as if it's going to be a tough stretch for Orchestric. Anyway.
That wasn't me.
Okay, so Torvak, there must be some sort of monster behind you guys too, because you've just been shot in the back.
The city chickens
We're
are back.
taking fire.
Thibodeau's pointing.
All right, Thibodeau points sort of over to the wall generally. Okay, so that was the missile phase. Now we are into the melee phase. So top of the round on that one, or top of the segment, is going to be Torvak. So Torvak, you can roll to attack the squid.
He is so distracted by the arrow in his back that he misses spectacularly.
Okay, misses
But with a 2,
spectacular.
yeah.
Okay, not with a 1. All right, so
No.
Torvak is definitely distracted. That's
That'd
really
be hilarious if Orchestric shot Torvak in the back and Torvak responded by chopping Muriel. I'm
Domino effect.
almost upset that was a 2.
I'm
That
sorry.
would have
I'm
been
sorry.
so
I couldn't pull it
freaking
through.
spectacular. The
Could have been a
back-to-back
1.
fumbles, outstanding.
All right, then Muriel, you and the squid are going simultaneously. It was attacking you for starters, and since Torvak's swing just totally whiffed over the top of his head, it really hasn't started paying attention to him yet. So it's going to continue to attack you.
Even though Torvak now smells like blood.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, that's true.
Blood in
but
the water.
blood in the water.
Oh, it's a squid.
I
not
was
a shark.
chumming.
All right, so Muriel, you are hit by the squid.
Okay.
All right, you take 3 hit points of damage and make a saving throw.
Ouch.
Okay. 15.
Okay, so for just a second, you are almost entangled by the squid's tentacles and held motionless, but you're able to sort of struggle your way free. And as you're doing that, you sort of duck down a little bit as you're forcing your way out, and that's sort of when Torvak's sword wishes over your head where you would have been otherwise.
So let me get this straight. The squid basically pulled my head to safety.
Yes.
I'm beginning to wonder which side I'm really on here. All right.
Okay, so that now, did you roll to attack yet?
I have not.
Okay,
Muriel
roll.
is going to take the novel step of opening her eyes first and then attacking.
All right.
And that, my friends, is a natural 20.
Oh,
Yes,
well
that's right.
done.
Natural 20.
Roll damage.
All of my D4 of damage right here.
So
That's
just
a
for our
2.
audience back home, is there any bonuses for rolling a natural 20?
I'm going to go ahead and give you a +1 bonus that you don't really get double damage because at the same time you're being shaken around by the squid's tentacle, and
Shaken, not stirred.
one of your other party members is chopping right over your head. So you do get a +1 on damage. So what
That
did you?
makes it a 3.
All right. So you do 3 points of damage to the squid. It does still seem to be kind of pissed at you. Really, it's kind of treating your entire group with contempt, you feel.
I
I
take
don't
a
know
number,
why.
squid.
Yeah. We're proving to be so capable.
Get
Best
it.
adventurers Muddy can't hire.
Will work for ashtrays and tin plates.
We're the B team backup to the 65-year-old who wears slippers in the dungeon.
She beat off the squirrel.
Jim, are you on?
I am.
Okay. So let's go ahead and return to the battle with the squid. We do have a hard ending time of 6 Pacific, 8 Central, because Skeeter's got to go and do a real quick phone call over probably inconsequential matters. But he's made the schedule, so he's got to live with it.
Really?
Busted.
Actually, product attached.
Okay, so there you guys are. You're in combat with the squid, and we just finished off the melee segment of it, which means we're in the movement phase. So let's see. Fastest of everyone is Thibodeau. What you gonna do?
Can I get in behind him? I'm gonna try to hide in shadows and get in behind him.
Okay. What is your hide in shadows?
20.
Woohoo! Let's roll. Let's go ahead and roll with 2 d10s instead of 1 d10 and 1 8. All right, I have to
be the bummer here, but aren't you trying to hide in shadows while carrying a torch?
Yeah, of course.
He's very good at what he
good?
does.
Well, you know what? You know what? That lines up precisely because I just did something I haven't done in a very, very long time.
Tell me it's a 00.
It's a 00.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Hang on a minute.
So the light rotates to the back.
Wow.
Okay.
So sorry, Skeeter. I know that you flip out every time I move the camera around. So,
It's a shell shock thing.
all right. So, so Thibodeau with his torch runs around.
Man, are
Can't
you
see
drunk,
me.
Thibodeau?
He can't see me. Shh.
All right. Moreover, when you get there, you sort of kick your foot up against its shell,
Oh.
and it hurts your foot because you're barefoot, being a halfling, and you yell "Ow!" So everyone is watching this whole thing with great attention.
Two things needed to happen to make this combat totally brilliant. One is Tovak needed to fumble and hit me, and the other is I need to miss my save and get stuck to the squid. That would have been the most brilliant sequence of events.
There's still time.
So
We're not done.
there's still time left. So the squid, somehow aware of the fact that Thibodeau is moving around there, sort of backs itself in a position where he can't backstab it. So that is the first part of the movement phase with Thibodeau. The next highest dexterity, I believe, is Rekestrix. So what do you do, Rekestrix?
Can I get in a less likely position to shoot a comrade?
No, because they're all in melee, so your chance... I mean, if you shoot into a melee, you're basically up against that problem.
Don't shoot me.
All right, I'm drawing a short sword and moving in.
Yeah, it's the spirit.
Yeah, we
He
knew he
does.
had one.
So you guys got it boxed into the corner, all of you with weapons out and ready to fight.
Are we sure it doesn't have us boxed out into the rest of the room?
Yeah, no, there is indeed the issue of I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with
me for sure.
So the
other possible line about Orchestric moving into melee is, "Great, I feel safer already."
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that was Allah's line when you moved up into that combat with the Kenku, right?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
well said, Allah. All right, so everybody has now moved into combat. The squid. Well, now I'm assuming also that Torvak and Muriel, neither one of you guys is trying to flee from the combat, right?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
There's still time.
That is old school. Okay. So now we move into the melee phase of things, and that's going to put you first, Thibodeau.
All right. And I'm actually thinking I want to try to smack him with the torch. Maybe get a little flame damage in there.
All right, go ahead.
You know, I like mine. Calamari
Get 'em all nice and
barbecued
crispy.
anyway, Yeah. 17?
All right, it's not going to be sushi anymore. It's going to be sashimi. Okay, roll damage.
What does flame do?
Flame's going to do 1 to 4.
Everything does it for I got. Alrighty. Big 2 points.
Okay, it's down by 2. And so that was a good check to see whether it was something that was frightened by fire, but it doesn't appear to be. So
Get the salt.
yeah, there you go. You're just getting it all prepped up for.
Well, really, that's what.
Right, exactly.
All right, Rakestric, I think that you are next on the dexterity line. I think you and Tovak actually are tied on dexterity, if I remember.
That is going to be an armor class 5, I believe.
That's a miss.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Tovak,
All right, let's see.
axe. Are you using the axe, dwarven
No,
axe, or elven sword?
The elven sword,
Okay.
because it's good for slashing things like sushi. It is a 16 total.
That is going to be a hit. Roll damage.
All right. It's a D8. It is 5 damage.
Okay.
Look at you go!
Getting
It
my
is-
revenge on that bird next.
Yeah.
I
My
find it.
kidney back.
My elven pride is just beaming.
as you are attacking away, and then we reach the point where we have Muriel and the squid going simultaneously. Muriel rolled a hit.
Muriel, who is literally no faster than seafood.
But another natural
18.
20. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Start
Roll
talking about food. Everybody's hungry.
The bell curve that you guys are at the bottom at tonight, I seem to be at the top.
Violated
That's 4 points of damage!
Wow.
Taking it.
This is so much easier with your eyes open! Oh!
It must be the new armor.
Yeah. It's
It
Must be.
Well, he declared that he was attacking with his eyes open and rolled a natural 20. I'm going to say that it's because the eyes are open. Okay, so the squid is now looking really quite hurt, and it tries to attack Muriel at the same time. Muriel dances out of the way of the tentacles, jumps over 2 of them, smashes down on its head with the... what are you using, a mace or a hammer?
Hammer.
Hammer, okay. So
It's
you
lighter than a mace.
all that heavy stuff.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But I just did some serious wire fighting moves here, dodging tentacles.
Yeah, yeah, you totally did.
It's really...
Get all Matrix.
Right, so we go through the spells round, we go through the missile round, and nobody's in that. We go to the melee round. Top of the round goes to Thibodeau. Thibodeau, what do you do?
Finish it off.
Let's smack him. Okay, I did the fire last time. Now I'm going to try to slice him with the short sword.
Okay.
14? Armor class 5.
No. All right. Going to Rakestric.
Oh, 18.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
4.
And you're a fighter. Do you get any bonuses from your strength?
I don't have any strength bonus from.
Okay. You do 4 points of damage. It's looking very, very hurt. Tovak.
All right. I'm going to try and finish it off so we can just go ahead and eat it. And
I got the
It's-
fire.
14, which I don't think is going to cut it.
Nope. Doesn't do it. All right. Muriel, you and the squid go simultaneously.
Fine. When you need something done right. I'm going to eat those badly chosen words.
But after we eat the squid first. Just order of operation.
I don't know. Our streak might not be over 16.
16's a hit. Roll damage.
Wow.
I know. That's a and I'm rolling at -1, so that's a 20, a 19, and a 17 that I just rolled.
You are a juggernaut.
I'm insane. At some point, I'm going to hit the other half of this curve, and it's
Yeah,
gonna be
exactly.
I'm
There is
terrified.
there's a cliff on the other side of this performance.
All right. That's
Roll damage.
That's 1 point.
It has 2.
That's awesome.
It's like clinging to life, barely wiggling at us.
It's back. Okay, so now it looks like a monster that is at 1 hit point. You
Looks like
took
us.
out half of its capabilities right there, Muriel. But the thing was that when you attacked this time, you moved up a little too close.
Uh-oh. By Muriel.
It grabs you with a tentacle, slams you against the side wall, doing 5 hit points of damage to you. You're rattled. Are you unconscious or dead?
I am out.
Okay, so Muriel.
Down and bleeding out.
All right.
Uh-oh.
That's always bad when it's the cleric who says that.
Yeah.
All right, so
This
Muriel
cleric
is
in this
down.
combat, your best fighter, too.
Yeah, I told y'all.
So yeah, you were like, yeah,
And our most modest character.
I know.
Like the scene in Aliens where he's like, "Yeah, you want some of this? Yeah, you too. Yeah, you." And then the aliens like come up from the bottom. Yeah. It's possible Muriel got a little too carried away.
All right, so it's still got Muriel squeezed in its tentacle as well. So we move back to the top of the round. Thibodeau, what do you do?
Good.
Let's try it with the torch.
I wish I had Blaze of Glory that I could be playing right now for Muriel.
That's totally true.
Okay, that's a miss for Thibodeau. We'll go to we'll let you guys alternate going first. Tovak, what do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna try to save Muriel. Maybe.
Okay.
No.
Cut her leg off.
No, it's a 7.
Okay. Orchestra.
You can do it, man.
Oh! 18.
It dies. So it was gonna swing Muriel and try and hit you guys with Muriel, but it didn't get to that dramatic moment. Recastrix leaps forward and slides.
That would have almost
sword.
been worth it.
I know.
Right.
I kind of wanted to see that actually.
There was a number of moments in this combat like that where it's like, well.
Okay, so do the three of us dive over this thing to try and save Muriel?
Yes.
Nah, I'm going to start on the sushi.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Thibodeau starts cutting off pieces of the squid. Recastric, you jump over the shell of the twitching, dying squid and get to Muriel. What do you do?
Hold a hit.
That's right. We're gonna get a better cleric right now.
A backup character has got to be.
Can I figure out where she is broken?
Yes, you can.
Tourniquet on the neck.
Yeah,
I'm going to try and address that without like tweaking her too badly.
Okay. You are able to sort of stabilize her by taking off the helmet that is now dented beyond belief.
Oh, yeah.
And
Pushing on the frontal lobe.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. Okay. So you pry off Muriel's now ruined helmet. Jim, you now no longer have a helmet. And so Muriel is no longer dying. So you guys are in there now with the perished squid, the unconscious cleric, the treasure chest, the big trap door in the floor. What do you do?
And nothing else, right?
You look around and you don't see anything else, in the room that might be dangerous.
Maybe we should go back to Sister Frachesca's bedroom and let Muriel sleep this off.
Okay, so
While we make fish.
So, make sure that Muriel's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thibodeau, you check the chest. I'm going to look for secret doors so nothing else comes in to kill us.
All right. So you guys move out, checking secret doors.
Ready?
Tovak, you can also check secret doors, or what do you want to do?
I'm going to look around for anything weird, but it'll just be a quick glance because he's mostly concerned about Muriel.
Okay. So you take a quick glance. You don't see anything that's unusual about the stonework in the room, which would be the main thing that you could add to the searching, unless you want to be going along secret door, along the wall, sort of feeling along the walls.
He's mostly trying to keep Muriel from not like falling over.
Okay, so you're just keeping an eye on Muriel.
Yeah,
so
just make sure she doesn't die.
You're over here, and in fact, when you do that, you realize that from here you can also see the passageway leading south, which would be another source, of course, of things coming and getting you while nobody is checking it. But nothing is coming down that corridor.
Doors
including
shut,
the
just in
unlocked
case.
door in that.
Right.
Unlocked, yes, but still shut.
So Thibodeau, you are looking at a treasure chest. It's a wood chest with iron bands going around it, and it is locked with a lock that has a little gargoyle sort of face on it. And the mouth is the keyhole. One of the things about chests is that you can eventually smash them open, of course, but if there is anything fragile inside, you're going to break what's fragile inside by smashing it. So there is a benefit to trying to unlock things and checking them for traps and so on and so forth. Delicate tasks is what you would use for traps when you're checking a small chest like this. And then, of course, if there is a trap removing it. What do you do?
Well, let's check for traps first.
Okay. So you run around the outside of the chest, and you don't find any wires or anything unusual like that. You get to the keyhole. You take out one of your thieves' picking tools and reach inside to try and check whether there's a trap on the inside of it that you'd be able to check. What's your percentage?
Big whopping 20.
Okay. So as you do your hand shakes just a little bit under the stress and the nervousness of the whole thing.
Need food.
And it sort of clicks around in the keyhole, and nothing happens.
Okay, that's pretty good. Now, when we were back with the city chickens, we picked up a pearl, 40 gold pieces, and a key.
That's
Let's
correct.
try that key. Let's try that key.
All right. That key does not fit.
Good idea.
However, at this point also, as he's searching along for secret doors, Rekestric is checking around that big trapdoor, and he notices that there is also a keyhole in there.
Mm-hmm. In the trap door itself?
Yeah, that round trapdoor that's over there. It's just give you a sort of an aerial view since you're looking down at it. There's a picture of the trapdoor. Sorry, Skeeter, I know you flip out every time I move the camera.
All right.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Close one eye.
All right, so you know that there's no trap anywhere on the chest because you screwed up your delicate tasks check on the keyhole. The key does not fit. What do you do?
Now, on the delicate task, is that still under open locks, or can I try to open locks?
Is open locks a special category in the rules? I can't remember.
Well, I mean, it's on the sheet. So
Okay. Go ahead and open locks then.
Well, I mean, everything's I got 20, 20, and 20, and 30 for move silently. So
Yeah. All right.
But
So
open locks, hiding shadows, delicate tasks are all 20, and climb walls 85. Hear sounds is 3 and 6.
okay. So you've got 20% chance to open the lock. Oh, nice. Okay. So yeah, your that little palsy in your fingers has gone away, and you're able to click the 3 tools in there, and you're able to get the tumblers, and they click, and you've got the chest unlocked now.
It's empty, guys.
Nobody.
We're gonna take
saw
off the
a thing.
gargoyle lock.
Okay.
Get him behind it and
Okay.
open it carefully.
Okay. It's up against the wall actually, so you can't get behind it. You want to get to the side, or you want to move the chest?
Let's move the chest first.
Okay. You shift the
Some
chest.
other-
Shift the chest out a little
Blank.
bit like this. Get behind. You pointed at Tovak and Muriel.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't point your chest at me. I don't know where that thing's been.
All right, so there's a little bit of reorganization. Rekestric has moved over here now,
Everybody
checking
screams and gets on the other side of the room.
checking walls, and you point the chest sort of over toward the empty area, and you open it up, and inside you see the gleam of copper, silver, and gold.
Ooh, we're rich. We can retire.
We can buy plates,
And
flatware for
furniture.
everyone.
It's truly making it as adventurers.
I wonder if there's a way we can get the bed out of the dungeon, so we have a bed to
Whoa.
sleep on.
Now you're just talking crazy.
Well,
Rocky!
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
Rocky recognized his cue. Is there a way we can get the bed out? Rocky's like, here I am.
No, Muriel's dead. He's used to ferrying priestesses back to the
Dead
temple.
priestesses. He's like, I'm sorry, is there a dead priestess?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm here.
Well, dead people.
Medic, ambulance.
yeah, you could mount a little hand crank siren on him, and then slowly move through the dungeon with your siren and your dead priestess.
We're going to put litter carriers on the side right here.
Yeah.
We'll paint a red cross on it, for Muriel. Just be with her.
All right,
All
so
right, well, what do you got in the chest?
Oh, okay. So you start counting money?
1, 2, 1 for me, 2, 3, 2 for me, 4.
You end up with a total of 47 silver pieces,
Woo!
300 copper pieces, 25 gold pieces. And at the very bottom of it, there is a small glass vial containing a blue liquid,
Ooh,
stoppered with a cork.
how vile.
Oh, stop.
Damn it. That's it. Done.
Tapping out. I've had enough. Fuck you guys in particular. Okay, well, I think we go back and get Muriel back to life, unless you think we can just go into that room and barricade it. And
I
then
mean, there's one obvious door that we can barricade with the bookshelf and let her try to sleep it off.
oh, there is a secret door in that room.
Yeah.
Two. There's one that leads into the
Oh, right.
altar sanctum, and then there's another one that you haven't explored that goes to the north.
Mm.
So this is awesome. Shane's just going to town, and I can't hear a word he's saying.
Uh-oh.
Not that much.
Oh, there's... Shane?
Can we check this the south wall in here?
I will
Yeah,
check.
there's not a whole lot of south wall in the room you're in. You're still in the room that has the squid. But actually, Rakestric has gone through, and Rakestric has not found any secret doors anywhere in the room. And since he's got a 4 in 6 chance, that's you can be relatively assured there are no secret doors in this room.
His sniffer's off.
I'm 60% confident.
All right, well, let's head back to the bedroom.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys go down the hallway.
We are taking the chest and the gargoyle lock.
All right. So you get to the doorway into the room. Go through the doorway into the room. And you are now in the priestess's bedroom. And you have got with you the chest, money. You bringing the squid?
We gotta eat it, right?
Yeah, we
Okay,
got to
so-
have parts of it.
All right, so you towed in the dead squid along with you.
And
That's
Rocky,
gonna start smelling soon, so we gotta eat it quick.
Gas station
Rocky.
sushi. Let's get on that thing.
All right, so Rakestric heads over to here. We've got Tovak. We've got you putting Muriel onto CP? I mean, onto Rocky?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not going to put me on the bed?
I got the bed.
Well, you've been on CP on the way over
There
here.
it is.
We don't want to jostle you more than necessary. We'll take turns on the bed.
You're
So-
in the concussion protocol.
But you're gonna wake up and all of us are gonna be like suffering from massive diarrhea in a corner. It's gonna be
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
It's not just
this
gonna be in the
campaign is
corner.
like 4 adventures
It's
old,
gonna be
and we've
everywhere.
already had that happening.
Yeah, it's happened.
That
once
would be the
before.
second time in the campaign.
Why did you guys paint this room? Oh, that's horrifying.
Okay, so you're just going to sort of back in there. I mean, Rakestric does know that the secret door is right on the other side of that bed.
Got to at least check the door first. You think?
Yeah.
well, just to make
check-
sure there's no like birds with stabbing implement.
Okay. So you're going to go in there. So you're going to have to move the bed to be
Bed.
able to do it.
Move Muriel.
Can we hear anything through the wall just in case
Open-
it's got a little crack on or something?
What is
Open-
that?
Door.
Everybody's looking around the corner.
What the hell is that?
I mean, all that you can sort of see in there is, some sort of jumble of rocks or something. You want to go
Oh
out?
shit! I'm going in.
Okay.
Going in. Let's do
Shut the
this thing.
door.
All right.
No.
So you go in,
That's a jumble of rocks.
and what you see on the inside is that basically this is an area where a corridor or something looks like it's caved in.
What's in there?
Yo,
It looks
dwarf,
like there's
any of them
something at the
moving
top.
things?
No, there's nothing moving, just rocks. Tovak, are you moving up to take a look?
I'll take a look.
Okay.
See if it poses structural integrity
Right.
issues.
You're able to tell, first of all, that the area that Rekestric is standing under is still structurally stable, despite the fact could have suspected it might not be.
That's encouraging.
I'm just saying,
Maybe we should
it's
move
all
the
good.
bed a little bit just in future.
But so the general dwarven examination of the whole thing is basically, yeah, this looks like it was a structural collapse of some kind. It's actually not terribly bad. It could be cleared away if somebody spent time at it. But it's not. You would absolutely hear that, and it would take a long time. So you're pretty safe in terms of somebody
dwarf
getting
or
into the secret
mountain
door.
Mountain.
Mountain elf.
Cool. Well, all right. Well, that direction looks safe.
That secret door safe.
I'm pretty sure nothing's coming that way.
You have a
Okay.
very cute photo in the bed.
Didn't see any more of those stone creatures.
Let's shut the door and put Muriel in the bed back in the corner.
All right.
Yeah. She can be used to wedge that corner.
Yeah,
That's right. You're gonna.
it's part of our barricade situation.
All right. So you block the door with your wounded cleric.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Great idea.
Okay. And you guys are just gonna.
Sushi time.
All right. So the only flammable stuff you have for cooking the squid. Well, you've got some torches. There is also that bookshelf, the bed, and the desk, and the chair.
Is there any ventilation in this room, or are we going to suffocate ourselves?
There is no ventilation in the room.
We'll crack the door open a bit. It'll be fine.
All right, yeah. So actually, Tovak, when you give some thought to it, you realize that there is a bit of a draft that's pulling toward where that cave-in was. So it probably, there are probably cracks and things that lead all the way up to the surface from that, and it is going to draw up smoke like a chimney. You'll have to open the secret door though to make that work.
Or we could just eat it raw.
Or you could eat it.
It's very fresh.
Why don't we cook the squid in the crashed room and just leave the door open?
That could work too.
No, nobody's going to clear that without us hearing it.
It's not
Right.
as if we're not used to cooking things in a crumbled space.
Yeah,
I just don't want them rocks to come
where we
alive.
live is
Thanks, corpse of Muriel.
totally collapsed anyway. Like this
these
is
are
like home
excellent
sweet home.
accommodations. I know.
Right? It's just like, oh,
This is better than our actual apartment back
Right.
home.
We have
these
one
rocks
bed
are
we have
much
to
softer
share.
than the ones that we're used to.
Better
That's
than
right,
the
you
no
guys-
bed we have to share.
Except for Muriel, everyone is in one apartment. So yeah, you guys could improve your lives by
Moving
taking
into
that
the dungeon.
taking that bed with you.
And the desk and the
Hey, and the
chair,
rent is
man.
cheaper here.
Thibodeau could sleep on the bookshelves.
I got second.
Okay.
I get a nosebleed if I get too high.
So you guys cook the squid in the caved-in chamber. It does, as Tovak predicted, serve as a chimney to pull the smoke away. What is it that you're burning in order to get this fire?
Half the bookshelf.
Yeah, the upper half of the bookshelf.
Yeah,
Okay,
I want to use the bunk beds.
All right, so that's right. You're able to sleep on a shelf in there, Thibodeau, because you're being a halfling. So y'all cut out the top half of the bookshelves, make yourself a fire, cook yourself the squid. You eat it. It's actually really, really good.
It's the best meal we've ever had since the pork sandwich this morning.
Can't believe Muriel's missing out on the squid.
I know.
I got plate first. I got the plate first.
All right. Dibs on second.
Okay, so you guys
So-
pass the
Got the
plate
plate
around. You've got
first.
one fork.
How big is the shell that this thing was in?
It's about 3 feet.
Can we get the octopus out of the shell, or do we need to crack it open?
No, you're able to, just sort of.
We got a fork.
It gets slightly cracked, but you're able to get the meat out.
It's like pasta.
Well, I'm wondering if there's anything in it from when it eats stuff. If there's like a gem or a shiny stone or the shell
snail
itself.
poop.
There's what?
It has when you pull it out, actually is really when you find it. It's got a sort of a gizzard inside the beak, and the gizzard has several regular rocks in it that it's eaten in order to help it sort of chew up the food that it eats. But there is also a small red gem in there.
Nice call, orchestric.
Tovak looks at it and says, "Oh wow, I've seen one of those before. I bet you that's worth 50 gold pieces."
Ooh.
Oh, the gift that keeps on giving.
I know this
That
squid.
always delicious.
Used every part of it. You sit there. You pass.
Thibodeau, you could fit in that shell.
That's what I said. How big's the shell? I think I got a bass.
Three
You
feet.
home.
3 feet. You could actually fit into it. The top of your head would sort of stick out.
All right, I got a snail tub.
All right, so you get yourself the snail tub. You guys sit there and look at your gem as you're passing around the plate and the fork with delicious pieces of squid that you hunted. Life is good. Life is good.
This
I
dungeon's
sure
better
wish
than
Muriel's
Grubhub.
awake to see this.
Muriel's catching a nap. We're eating squid. This is great.
I'm going to put some squid in my pocket for Muriel later.
Okay, there you go.
That's kind of you, Thibodeau.
All right, and with that, we will end it since we're exactly on the hour by my watch, and since Skeeter needs to go and make his inconsequential phone call, we will.
Oh, jeez.
We will
Crushing the ego.
we will